Now this one right here, this video is pretty funny. This is one of those projects that just everything I talk about, what this channel is about right here, what not to invest in, and I'm going to show you what, like, this is my boy Cover right here. Again, a person that goes against NFTs. Like I said, I'm on both sides. Trust me, I'm on both sides. This is my boy right here. We're gonna check out his video. We're gonna react to it. This is one of the biggest scams in history, and all due to hype. Stop investing in hype. Go get you something that's real assets. You get what I'm saying? You don't see people hyping up real estate and then you got a whole everybody bullish on real estate. Stop the bullshit. Here we go. Let's get into it. You already know what the time it is. Let's do some reactions. Play my shit.
Now it's time for the angel of death, make a cloud like rainfall. Your end, make it slow, make it painful. One ring on the back when it twinkle.
This dude that made it to the damn news. Listen here, I'm telling you, y'all got to stop, man. If somebody come to you, even would come to this, please come. Go to our website, go to assets, go to lore, go come find out who I am, see who I am as a person. Stop investing in things because they got developers, they got Ubisoft over there. Who gives a shit? That person might be a scammer. Who knows? They don't work at Ubisoft no more. They might be a scammer now. Who knows? It's all about the person, the personality. I doxed myself from the beginning. You get what I'm saying? Also, people personally know me. They know I'm a genuine man. All I care about is the people who are supporting me. I mean, I care about the world and stuff like that. But mainly my focus is the people that support me. You support me, I make sure that you are noticed and you can win with me. It's not just about me. You know what I'm saying? Stop with the speculating shit. That stuff is not getting people nowhere but fucked over like this. All right? Let's get into the video. Let's put the headphones on. You already know. Let's do our thing, okay? Let's get into it.
Online fury is growing at a Kiwi man accused of raising more than $100 million and misleading NFT investors.
Some people were literally paying.
Is he misleading people or are people stupid? Didn't know who the person was, just a dream. Y'all guys, it's one of the NFT projects. The dude was a Walmart superintendent or some shit like that. He was. These guys don't know nothing about any type of things, or gaming, or any type of business or anything. I'm a game developer and a business investor and a business developer. Trust me, that's the difference between Ubisoft. When I go, oh, they got Ubisoft for there. That don't mean shit. Can that person run a business? Yeah, he worked at, or that person worked at Ubisoft, but what the hell did that person do? That probably was a sound director or a person that did marketing or something like that. That don't mean they developed video games. Shit, they probably was a janitor at Ubisoft. Come on, stop the bullshit.
$9,000 for these.
I lost a shitload of money.
It looks like something out of Microsoft Paint.
There's a lot of serious topics out there that need to be talked about, especially in the NFT and cryptocurrency space. This, however, is not one of them. I just wanted to talk about this because how stupid it is. Months ago, I turned on my camera, loaded up OBS recording software, and tried my very best not to piss my pants laughing at this particular NFT project. It's called Pixelmon. Very clearly Pokemon inspired, though without any of the charm or chance of being good. At the time Pixelmon released, the reason it was so hilarious, well, I'll just play you the clips. Pixelmon raised $70 million for a game that isn't anywhere close to being finished. Apparently it's magicmedia.studio.
They paid $70 million for, I'm talking about these people, pardon me, you guys that's hype, invest in hype, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, all you motherfuckers. Y'all invested into 70, not saying that you personally, your kind. Crypto bros, you motherfuckers. And yeah, we need funding and all that stuff to finish our project, but if you please do your research, go to mythstory.io, go to assets, look at all the books that's there that we put for you guys, go through the websites, look at the lore, learn about the game. If you are an investor that's speculating, learn why people, if there's a book called Game Loop, learn why people be interested, and learn our strategies. We got videos to show you what our strategies is for us to be a big ass project, to make sure that the gamers, the marketing, the people that we're marketing to, who we're marketing to, and how we're going to get where we're going to go, and business and all that type of stuff like that. But you guys that do not do these type of research things because y'all just want to throw your money at it and just let it and hope to God that it goes to where it's at, which is the dumbest shit ever. Just don't get into things and just throw your money. What's my return rate? Fuck all that. Learn the project, because then you fall for shit like this. Now here's what you guys invest into. I'm gonna put it on you guys, because y'all invest in dumb shit like this. You guys invest into 70 something million. Now it's over 100 million, right? Even after they got scammed, 70 million is what they got, but they found they got scammed, and then people still put more money into it. Over 100 plus million into a project that has no concept to it. A kid said, I want to create a game. Name it Pixelmon, and then he's gonna tell you the rest. And they invested 70 million, and then found out they got scammed, and then invested another 30 million.
That is making the game. Gotcha Studios, they're working with Gotcha fucking Studios right now, I can tell you that. These are worth 13 Ethereum each, bro. Look at these. They're actually selling for like 8 Ethereum as well, 9 Ethereum, 15 Ethereum. That's fucking crazy, bro. I'm in the wrong fucking business, guys. Bear in mind, guys, people paid 3 ETH each for one of these NFTs. 3 ETH at the time being about $9,000, close to $10,000 US dollars, of course. And if you're one of the people who...
And I got people that's in my community that's sleeping on our project. Sleeping on our project. Sleeping. And the shit that we got in our project is ridiculous, but y'all paying $9 grand for this. Come on, I'm talking about we are the only project that's like us. Only project like us. Let's continue.
Who don't really pay attention to NFTs as a topic, let me break down for you what an NFT really is, as there is often confusion here. NFTs are not pictures. That would make slightly more sense when people paid that much money for them. An NFT is almost always, and I mean like 99% of the time, a link to an image that is hosted elsewhere, almost certainly on the traditional.
That can be changed, literally. We made sure that that's not even the case, you guys. I'm talking about titles, deeds, paperwork, memberships. This is what our NFTs are. It's just, yeah, we give you little arts because that's what y'all like. Y'all want that. That's what y'all want. Y'all want the art and shit. We do that. We're very artsy, we crafty as hell over here. You get what I'm saying? So we give you that. But we made sure that our art is just a placeholder for you guys to have with your actual paperwork and documents and saying this is ownership of boom, boom, boom. Come on, we get y'all shit together. Moon bros. If y'all want to go to the moon with something that's like, invest in something that's like Tesla or some shit like that. Find an NFT project or a crypto project that's building the next Apple. Come on.
Internet infrastructure, not even on the blockchain. This means that you're buying a chunk of data that contains a hyperlink to a server that hosts an image. The person who operates that server can at any time...
That's real. Somebody paid about $8,000 for that.
Place said image with the picture of a penis.
That's not real. Hopefully that's not real.
Own a link to a picture of a penis. You don't control the server that the hyperlink points to. Therefore, you are basically at the whim of whoever made that actual NFT and hosts the server in the first place. And that is, of course, to say they can change it to anything they want, even something illegal, and it is, of course, in your possession. It does raise some interesting questions, but what it doesn't do is give the actual thing all too much value, unless you want to ignore the fact that there are a lot of problems with this, use of technology. Now, you might ask, why are they not hosted on the blockchain when that is, the future technology and what all this thing revolves around? And it's pretty simple. It's because the technology doesn't quite work that well yet. The fees associated with actually loading that data of an image onto the blockchain and then moving it around would be absolutely insane, especially on the ETH network, which is what most NFTs are operating on. So instead, you just have a link to said image, which makes it all the funnier after you explain it that nobody even needed to remove the link to the...
That's two. That's two. What is this? Like, come on, man.
original images and replace them with a penis, because you just got a penis out of the box, and of course for the low price of $9,000, and it wasn't even really a nice looking penis. It was just, you know, a little shriveled one that nobody really wanted to look at. For those unaware of how NFT sales usually go, they basically stole the loot box model from EA. Essentially, you don't know what you're going to get, and for Pixelmon, they claim to have this really cool game in development, showing a trailer that could be put together by a couple of novices in a couple of hours, using almost entirely store-bought assets.
By the way, those stoleable assets, they stole them. That's number one. Two, that video that they just showed you for that thing, that was stolen too. That was for another game. These are the things y'all investing in. Y'all do no research, none of this type of stuff like that.
Assets, and for whatever reason, this got the NFT audience absolutely hot.
Look at this. Look at this. For what? Because of hype. This is what happens. Just let's continue the video. You'll see.
Odd as diamonds. It's the same playbook we've seen dozens of times in that play to earn sphere. You give these guys a whiff of an asset flip and they just start hyperventilating while trying to find their money to buy in. The reality is, as you can see from the footage on screen, it looks worse than your average Steam early access title that you'd pay $5 for and then probably forget that you even own, and it shows zero functionality. So I'm not sure why people got excited for it, especially to the tune of $9,000, but there you go, it's NFTs, what can you say? So this project raised over $70 million in a handful of days. It sold out completely, and at this point, the people that bought the NFTs currently held a filler image. As I said, this is a loot box. They didn't actually know what the NFT would contain. When it came time to reveal the loot box and see if you'd won, people quickly realized that they had all in fact lost, and of course they probably should have realized that when they paid $9,000 for a link to an image, but of course they really truly understood that they lost when they saw what they got. The art that the CEO had been bragging about on Twitter and Discord was, well, there's no polite way to say it, it was fucked. It looked like if you outsourced Pokemon to a group of people on a game show that had to recreate them in 60 seconds on an Etch-a-Sketch while not ever seeing what Pokemon was and also high on black tar heroin. Immediately, this resulted in exactly what you'd expect. The NFT price started tanking. I mean, they lost over 90% of their value in a matter of hours, and it became the #1 cryptosphere meme. Mainstream media picked up on it, and you know how that goes. Everyone was calling for the CEO's head, but of course the CEO was anonymous, so these absolute savants at investment gave a totally anonymous person who simply went by the name Cyber or Cyberer $70 million for the promise he would deliver the best game ever. But hey, this is cryptocurrency, baby. When shit really...
You didn't even see this man's face. And they gave this man money. They didn't even see this face. They didn't know if it was a human being behind it, whatever the case may be. Who knows, a man, a woman, a cat, dog, nothing. And it gave him 70 million. Look, we continue. I need y'all to stop this shit.
They hit the fan. This guy outed himself, you know, fair play, full name, picture, everything. He came out and he said, "This is me." And of course, it turns out that this was a 21-year-old kid from New Zealand with absolutely no life experience whatsoever or experience in doing the things he claimed he was able to do. The entire plan turned out to be, I'm going to take everybody's money and then outsource the entire development. I'll outsource the blockchain development, I'll hire a bunch of people on Fiverr, I'll hire a game development studio, and just have everybody seamlessly work together. Meanwhile, I just sit at the top here taking in these M's. At this stage, of course, people were upset. They lost a lot of money and they started to dig, and they struck gold, as you often do in these circumstances. Conversations with Fiverr artists started appearing, talking about how much they were being paid, how they wasn't told any details, how close to deadlines things were being finished, proving that despite raising over $70 million, he rushed out as much of the work as he possibly could to just get the reveal over with, which does look like you don't care about the launch or the legitimacy of the project at all. You just want to get it over with. On top of all this, despite the money being raised to make the game, the minute that the 21-year-old CEO had access to $70+ million, He went on a spending spree buying up dozens of incredibly high-priced NFTs from other collections like Bored Apes and Azuki. He spent over 400 ETH on this, which back then was worth over $1 million. All in all, it was an absolute shit show. Now that brings me to today. Why am I talking about this again? Well, they're out here doing things. Of course, not the original CEO, because he's decided to go into hiding, and he did basically say he was out of his depth, and he brought in some people to help bring Pixelmon to the level of quality that the fans deserve, which is apparently not him, the person who created it and had all the ideas. He's just pieced out and stepped down as CEO. I'm gonna guess he's
And this is what I'm talking about. Like, when y'all look at these projects, I gotta do y'all research, man. I'm talking about real research. Not how much someone else made or whatever the case may be, how many people inside of it, how many Twitter followers they got, because that can all be purchased. Who's promoting a project, because that can be purchased. Find out what is the project actually trying to do. Are they doing that? Do they actually have a product? Do they have a prototype? Are they in development? How hard are they working? What are they doing?
taken a big payment for his hard work in the process of passing the buck to others, which has become increasingly common in the NFT industry. Essentially what people do is make a project, bring in a whole bunch of money, and then just say, oh, I can't really do this, see you guys, and then just peace off into the sunset, leaving all the responsibility on other people. And if they couldn't do that, you just basically stuck there with a project that nobody can do anything with. One of the people that's came in to, quote, save everybody and save Pixelmon is Alpha W. The issue here, of course, is that Alpha W has been participating in what could be very easily described as deceptive behavior. Now, he posted a tweet on May 18th, 2022, quote, why I spent 100 plus ETH on buying at Pixelmon NFTs, including multiple Kevins, Serums, and Dragons across different wallets, end quote. Now, he immediately got called out on this, because it's pretty obvious why he bought 100 ETH worth of Pixelmon NFTs, because he's on the fucking team. As this Twitter user rightly points out, you bought it because you were part of the treasury that agreed to not refund victims of initial mint. What a way to short your reputation. So he spent $200,000 buying up Pixelmon, knowing that announcements were coming out that leadership was changing, and I speculate here hoping that would bring positive price action, even if
looking to build hype into a thing, bro. Like, we want y'all to make sure, make sure y'all, and this is why we do updates every month. Well, we used to do them every 2 weeks. Every month, we locking in. We are dialing all the way in. Every month we building things for them that's outside of just, you know, where our community could benefit from. Outside of just cryptocurrency and stuff like that. We actually want to, you know, help with this project. Want to help people outside of the country. You know, I'm in the U.S., but help, you know, people who don't have the type of opportunities to experience what we're building. We want to help them, guys. We're trying to plant trees. we're doing so much that's outside of crypto with this project, and just to be different than this, you know. And this right here is for you people that's supposed to be all about crypto and stuff like that. You guys definitely, y'all just be looking to flip things. That's the problem with this space. Y'all always trying to flip shit and quick money. I'm telling you, this is why everything is in shambles right now. It's because this shit right here, this ain't it.
Not for personal gain, dropping 200 grand on the project while negotiating coming on board is, in my opinion, extremely shady. On top of that, he'd already been involved with them behind the scenes, which people didn't really know. He, of course, immediately deleted this tweet, which is an odd thing to do if you haven't done anything wrong. Why would you announce this, get called out, and then immediately delete the tweet? Especially since you know people have already seen it, so it's been screen capped, it's been Wayback Machined, and people are now posting it in response to Pixelmon's announcement of fresh talent at the top level who are supposed to be saving the company, including you. And of course, nobody at Pixelmon has addressed this. They're just ignoring it and hoping it goes away. I am proud and pleased to announce though that this is in fact not what happened. He didn't make a bunch of money because the Pixelmon prices continue to go down. It seems people have seen through this. From when he bought in at roughly half an ETH per NFT at the very lowest price, what is referred to as the floor, it's now down to 0.25 at the lowest price, which means he's lost $100,000 in this investment in the last 30 days. Pixelmon is doing a fairly fantastic job in showing us that once you lose the public's trust, even in a space as fucked up as NFTs, it's hard to get it back. There are obviously some absolute melts in the Twitter comments who are diehard defending the project, taking every word down their throat to the hilt, meanwhile having displayed pictures of the deformed art they paid $9,000 for, but that is to be expected. I imagine you have a pretty high emotional attachment to your $9,000 link to a laughably shit image. Next up, the article that covers their media work made me pretty weak at the knees. According to the quotes of the new leadership, the reason that Pixelmon went badly was not due to an anonymous 21-year-old incompetent who tricked people with a shitty trailer and one of the worst project launches I've ever seen. It went wrong because of the FUDers. It's the FUDers, guys. Those pesky people spreading that fear, that uncertainty, that doubt. They undermined the NFT's reputation. Everything would have gone good if everyone just ignored the bad things, and the people who say the bad things, well, they're just fudding. Ignore the things that were objectively wrong to the point where the previous CEO had to step down.
One thing I want to talk about, when it comes to these projects, they have ask the leader or the developer or whatever the case may be, what makes your project different than everyone else? If they get offended or any type of thing like that, if they can't answer the question, then you should definitely get up out of there. If you ask if something go wrong, how are your plans to fix it? You know, try to figure out ways to, you know, just to ask, just to dig around. You know what I'm saying? This is, let's get back to this.
Down, those don't matter. It's just FUD. They go on to double and even triple down because, of course, they do. Quote, the primary reason is that they Google news and they see something negative around NFTs and they instantly associate the negative news to all NFT projects. At the moment,
which is true, but that's not why this fell.
There's a lot of FUD in the industry and externally, especially in the mainstream media's perception of NFTs as a whole. So what this essentially says is, it's not our fault, guys. Pixelmon's actually amazing. Nothing went wrong. It was other NFTs that brought us down and the mainstream media did it. I do, of course, love the NFT space. It does make me laugh thinking of fully grown men constantly looking over their shoulder for this FUD that's coming to go, oh no, the FUD's coming for me. It's like valid criticism's a thing of the past, you filthy no-coiners. If you're not down with the sickness, you just FUDing, man. Aside from these hilarious dismissals of facts, the idea that these people got involved in Pixelmon baffles me until I remember the amount of money that they have sat in the project just waiting to be used. This thing couldn't possibly have a worse reputation if it tried, and yet they're still trying and making it worse. There are no redeeming qualities at all besides the massive bank of crypto that they have sitting there, and yet they're telling people that this is the future. The art is not good. The idea is not original. There was no actual team behind any of this, and there wasn't really even a game being put together anyway. Not one that would outshine a small indie development game anyways, and would cost a fraction of the price, and you wouldn't have to have this dogshit system piled on top of it. On top of that, the new CEO, simply referred to as GI, is also anonymous. According to the Pixelmon official press release explaining the transition, he will be doxxed soon, meaning they plan soon to reveal his identity. I'm not sure what the hold up on that is. It's like they're playing a game of who's that Pokemon. It's like we're in the transitional break right now. I'm going to keep my eye on Pixelmon at this point. It seems to be the gift that keeps on giving, unless you of course were stupid enough to buy one of the $9,000 NFTs, which would then make it the grift that keeps on grifting. But for the rest of us, the schadenfreude is almost unlimited. I suspect that the massive vault of crypto is going to be watched like a hawk, and I can't wait to see this amazing revolutionary Pokemon game that definitely won't be a pay-to-win piece of shit, that we will definitely get in the next few years, and it will 100% revolutionize gaming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
All right, so that's enough internet for me for today. But as you guys can see, these are the things that you guys, you know, have put your money into. I'm talking about your crypto bros and you people who just trying to make quick flips. You just missed out on the last BS, so you want to try to get on to the next BS. You know, hopefully this channel kind of help you guys and just understand with common sense, you know, just like, okay, I'm trying to, and I'm going to keep giving you updates of what the game and how the game is going and how the project and how we running the business and stuff like that. And hopefully other projects look at us and you can't copy us. It's gonna take you a long ass time to do what we're doing, right? So you just can't be a random McDonald's chef and then be like, all right, I'm about to create this. You're not gonna be able to do it, buddy. So yeah, it's gonna take about a few years for you guys to copy us. All right, so we ain't one of those projects you can just copy and paste us. Wait until we start releasing our art, which we're releasing our art today too. You see our art, you'll see. Trust me, you can't put our artwork inside of a computer and have it randomly generated. Not our type of art. So for you guys that just don't know what to invest in, you guys are looking for the next hyped up thing, you're trying to make a quick buck and stuff like that. You can make a quick buck by just being patient, by investing into the right things and something that makes some fucking sense. With that being said, like, comment, share. Stop being a fucking idiot when it comes to investing in money and you are being upset when y'all being rug pulled and stuff like that. Stop being an idiot. All right, for you guys that's actually investing into smart things, like regular stock and stuff like that, or if you do know about any other future crypto projects that actually make sense, or even ours, shout out to you. Keep being intelligent. Trust me, when the market is down, you want to go up. Invest in things that's going to go up, and you will, trust me, you'll leapfrog where we want to be at. Like, comment, share it to your friends, put them on game. Let them know that these type of things, stop investing in them, stop pushing these type of things. And with that being said, I'm out of here.
The name is